To all who listen to this happy pod, welcome. My name is Noah Parker, and welcome to my world of wonder, where I am joined by my beautiful wife and co-host, Adriana.
Hi, everyone. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday indeed. Welcome those of you joining us live. And if you're not live, that's all right. Just know that we do live stream this particular show every Wednesday night, every Monday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, roughly. It is currently 8:06. We're 6 minutes late, but that's okay.
Yeah, no worries. We always have a little issue setting things up sometimes, but I need to figure out how to
Always, sometimes.
Yeah.
Always, sometimes, yes.
You're going to teach me how to set up the cameras. So
yeah, I do want to teach you how to set up the cameras.
Because I just sit here and look pretty while he gets everything set up. So.
But man, is she good at it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so today we've done several episodes now, I think, talking about different forms of transportation. We talked about how to use the different forms of transportation. This time, we're going to go through and we're going to scientifically grade the different transportation methods. We're going to be using a scoring system. Using 4 different categories that I have made up. One of them is objective. I mean, they're all really objective, subjective.
Subjective?
Yeah.
Yeah.
None. Honestly, this is as scientific as it could be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of our opinions, but
for sure.
There's not a lot of. What's the word? I can't think of the word I'm trying to come up with. Non-bias, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a word out there that I'm trying to think of. It's not coming to my brain. But what is our first category?
So we're going to scale it from a 1 through 5 on each category. So the first category is the fun factor. And so how much do we enjoy the experience?
Yeah. So again, that's where it kind of comes down to it's our
the opinion.
It's our opinion. It's how much we enjoy it.
Yeah.
The next one that we have is the ease of use. We're going to talk about how easy it is to navigate from point B to point A to point B using said transportation method. This one I feel like is less subjective.
Yeah,
because I feel like
agree.
it's pretty much like it's either easy or it's not, in my opinion.
Exactly.
But again, I guess I just said in my opinion, so maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to run with it, so.
Yes. Category 3 are the wait times. So how long do you typically have to wait before boarding onto that transportation? That is a good category.
Yeah, we might expand that a little bit to also not just how long does it take you to actually get on the thing, but how long does it take you once you're on the thing to get where you're trying to get to.
Yeah,
so
I like
that can kind of all get grouped together. And then finally, we are giving our personal ratings of 5. So just where we rank it ourselves, like how much Noah likes it versus how much Adriana likes it. Because of that, each of us gets to assign a score of 1 to 5, and both scores count. Right. Okay. So when me and Marcy do DCOM kids, right, we have to agree on a star rating. This time we don't have to agree because my points for that and your points for that go into its final score.
Okay, cool.
So we have a possible 25 points for each transportation method.
Okay, cool.
And yeah.
All right.
I don't really know if we have, I don't think I have anything else to add before we get in. I think we can just dive straight into it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Son of a gun.
What?
I didn't record.
Are you going to do it right now?
No, it's too late.
Oh, okay.
It's too late.
All right.
If I don't get the beginning in, then I can't do any of it because there's no point. That's okay. That just means I have to wait for the whole video to process and then download it off of YouTube, and then it'll be fine.
All right.
It's, kind of obnoxious, but
yeah, I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
I apologize for me sounding a little stuffy. Kind of a little sick, but
yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I appreciate you
Yeah.
sticking and doing it with me anyway, though.
Yeah.
Right on. So first thing we're going to talk about, we have 5 different transportation methods we're going to talk about. 2 of them could arguably be considered the same thing and could have been bunched into the same one, but I do feel like they need to be scored slightly differently. And personally, I would score them differently anyway. So our transportation methods are water taxi, the monorail, the friendship boats, the Skyliner, and the buses. So the water taxi being the boats that take you from the Magic Kingdom area resorts to the Magic Kingdom. Monorail being obviously the monorail.
Yeah.
Friendship boats being the Hollywood Studios and Epcot boats that also connect you with the Swan and Dolphin, the Yacht and Beach Club, and the Boardwalk. And then, of course, the Skyliner is a Skyliner, and the buses are everything else. Okay, first up is the water taxi. And apparently my keyboard is either dead or not on. So water taxi. Water taxi's fun factor. You actually haven't ridden the water taxi, I don't think.
Really?
No, I don't believe so. We've never. Well, actually, you have.
I have?
You have, because
Which one?
The one from Fort Wilderness to Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
I don't remember why.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, it's because we went to dinner at a restaurant that actually doesn't exist anymore. I forget what it was called.
Like a dining?
Yeah, it was a table service restaurant.
Okay.
It's actually probably on those cards right over there. I could probably find out pretty easily, but
oh, dang.
Oh well. But yeah, see, we have ridden it once.
Okay.
Fun factor. What do you think?
I mean,
It's a
I
boat.
like boats.
Okay.
Is it a slower one than the friendship boats, you think, or is
No,
it?
they're probably about the same.
Okay. Fun factor, I'd say. Are we allowed to do halves or no? Oh, let's just
For
do
math
wholes.
purposes, no.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll do 4. I like it.
4?
4.
Do you think
fun
it's a
factor.
4 on the fun factor scale?
Yeah.
I could give it a 4. I feel like it's closer to 3,
Yeah.
personally, just because, well, I don't know.
I mean,
It is fun, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I would choose other things over it.
really.
I think
Okay.
other things are more fun. But,
I like the scenic.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
views, so there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so water taxis get a 4 for fun factor. Ease of use. I would honestly say
Wait, so it gets the highest score?
no.
Oh.
5 is the highest score.
Oh, but like the higher score between the two of us? Because you said 3 and I said 4 and you put 4 down.
Well, yeah, because we're not doing halves.
Oh, all right. Okay. Okay. I thought we were doing our own.
No, that's just the last one.
Oh, okay. Okay. I get it now. Sorry.
Okay, ease of use.
Use of use.
I would say
I mean,
I honestly don't feel like they're that easy to understand. I think it'd be really easy to get on the wrong boat. Granted, with cast member help,
Makes
you're not
sense.
going to accidentally get on the wrong boat and end up somewhere you don't mean to be, because you can just always ask and they'll tell you where to go. But I feel like if you're too timid to ask a cast member, it would be really easy to end up at the wrong resort,
I agree.
on the wrong boat. And then there's not to mention there's the whole process of actually boarding the boat,
Yeah.
which is probably the most difficult boarding process. Like, it's not that
Mm.
it's hard, it's just that it's moving.
Mhm.
So actually boarding it is kind of tricky.
I agree. Yeah.
Which makes me want to give the ease of use like a 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of low, because
2.
it's I don't know. I
It's
feel like
that-
the water taxi specifically, it's really easy to end up at the wrong. It would be really easy to end up at the wrong place.
For
It is a
sure.
free floating vessel, so it's gonna move a lot when you're trying to get on it.
Yeah.
I would say ease of use is a 2. It's not the most easy thing in the world.
Honestly, even the all the transportations, still I'm just kind of, well, I don't know if it's just because I'm la-di-la-di-da passenger princess with you whenever I'm there. And I'm not using my brain, but whenever we would take a boat, I would be looking at the signs but it would just confuse me. I'd just be like, wait, where are we going?
Yeah, that's fair.
So
That's fair.
I agree with that. And 2 for ease of use.
Right on. Wait time. Okay. In my experience, I have a lot of experience waiting for water taxi to get to Magic Kingdom from the campgrounds, because that was my family's primary place to stay, because we had a trailer. So we could just stay basically in our own living space on Disney property, and that's pretty super duper cool, to be honest.
Yeah. That is.
But because of that, I have a lot of experience waiting for this water taxi, and I can say it varies so much that I have to
Really?
give it a 3.
Dang. Some days
because
it's really fast. And some days it's really slow.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you're not going very far,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like from Fort Wilderness Campground to the Magic Kingdom isn't very far, realistically, but it kind of takes a while.
Yeah.
Because it is the farthest one.
Mm.
They typically, unless this has changed since I was going there regularly and riding this boat regularly, they typically have 2 boats that run back and forth between the Magic Kingdom and Fort Wilderness.
Yes.
And they typically pass each other
Hmm.
there's like an overpass that goes over the road to get to the Contemporary and the bus stop for the Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
And it's like a water bridge that goes over that. And that's typically where these boats pass each other. And like that's the halfway point. So I don't know. It's probably like 15 to 20 minutes if you just watched it pull away as you get there.
Okay.
It would take 15 to 20 minutes before you get to get
like
on a
the
boat.
Average, you think?
I would say roughly.
Okay.
And that's probably like in the morning when you're first trying to go get to the park.
Wow.
Later on in the afternoon, I think they drop the boats down to like 1.
That makes
And
sense.
it services.
Oh wow.
They might do 2, but it services both.
Sense. Yeah.
It services both the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground and the Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
So that could be even longer. But I
That
feel
makes
like they
sense,
try
yeah.
to keep that stuff down to like, I don't think you're really ever going to wait more than 30 minutes no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I would say that this one, its wait is like mid. It's not as frequent. And again, this may have changed since the last time I did it. But I feel like the wait can be
So like 3.
a little while. Yeah, we'll go with 3.
Okay. Cool.
That's also part of the tricky bit here is that it's like some of this, like this one specifically, I haven't done in a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know if my information is current.
Still current. But
Yeah. Next one is your personal ranking. What score would you give it just as a whole? Like, how much do you like it on a scale of 1 to 5? Yeah.
Well, with all of our ratings put together.
You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, really?
You don't even think about that. This is just how much do you, Adriana, want to give this?
I'm struggling between a 3 and a 4. I say 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
That's how much you like it.
Yeah.
I would say the same. I would say a 3.
Cool.
So I believe that's a total of 15. Feel free to check my math as we're going along here because I could be wrong. Let's see.
Yep, we got it. Good job.
Quick maths. Okay. Monorail.
Fun factor.
Fun factor. I mean, I really, really love
I
the
know
monorail.
you love the monorail.
I honestly am going to give it, I would say a 4 or maybe a 3. Definitely 4 though. I'm not going to give it a 5 and I'll tell you why. Because I want them to upgrade the freaking monorails.
Oh, right.
I want the Mark 8 monorails. We need new monorails.
Like that they have in Disneyland,
They clunk around. Those are Mark 7s, but yes.
Okay.
I would like to have monorails similar to that in Walt Disney World. Newer.
Yeah.
Yes. I like the style of the ones in Disneyland so much. That one, that's a 10 out of 10 for me. Mm-hmm. Right? I would break the scale to get for that one. So funny. But because they haven't updated them still.
Dang.
And they're 20 plus years overdue for it.
Yeah, like
it loses points on its fun factor for me.
Yeah, we talked about that in another video. Like, I wonder what else they're spending their money on, and they can't spend it on upgrading.
I don't know. So, I feel like the monorail is still like a pretty heavily used transportation method, especially around Magic Kingdom.
So it'd be like closed temporarily, right?
I don't even think they'd have to close it.
Really?
No.
To upgrade it?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because it's just a car on a road, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, when they upgraded to Mark 7s in Disneyland, they didn't have to close it down. They just ran one monorail, and then they swapped the other one in the barn. Pulled it off, put another one on, and then they sent it out. And the one that was out there, they pulled it into the barn and swapped it out.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't know.
It's gotta be a reason,
it gets a 4, I think, for me, unless you want to give it less.
For the fun factor?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think it's a 3, but then yours is higher. You can just give it a 4.
Okay, I'll take the 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want new monorails.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get not scared on the monorails, but like it's kind of freaky because there have been instances where the doors have opened while it's moving, and I'm like that was before they did their huge refurb on them, though. All of them have been refurbished since then, so probably not as likely to happen now. But like, come on now,
that's so weird.
Give me new monorails, darn it.
Yeah, come on, Disney.
Yeah. Right. All right. Ease of use. How easy do you think the monorail is to use?
I mean, I'd say it's pretty simple. I mean, the doors open automatically, and the cast members greet you in, and
as far as actually getting on the correct monorail and ending up where you're expecting to end up.
I think so, because it has it has signs that are pretty straightforward, I feel like.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'd say 5.
5 on the ease of use. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I do feel like the monorail is probably the easiest one to use because I mean you're either going to end up at Magic Kingdom or Epcot.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
And it's not very easy to accidentally get on the Epcot line.
Yeah.
It's all the way off to the right. So I don't know.
That's
5
true.
is good for me. The wait. The waiting, the waiting, the waiting. How long do you think we typically wait?
I don't think we wait that long, to be honest.
Not usually, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when I was there in just a couple weeks ago, I think each line had, well, the resort line has 4, I think. Maybe it was only 3. I was trying to count colors and I can't remember. I think it was 3 or 4 on the resort loop, right? The express loop has 2 and the Epcot loop has 2 because basically the number of stops on the line determines how many trains there are.
Oh, okay.
At least. I feel like the resort line actually only had 3, even though it has 5 stops.
Okay.
But I can't remember off the top of my head. It was more than the other 2 lines. I don't know that much. But yeah, I guess depending on, I mean, I feel like it's pretty fast.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
If you're on the express line, it doesn't take you hardly any time at all to get to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And if you're on the
I think a high
resort
score for
line,
this one.
Yeah, I would say 4.
Yeah, like 4.
It's
I don't know if anyone would get a 5, to be honest, unless you like just get on it really fast.
Well, yeah, I guess that's probably fair. Yeah. All right. And then what do you rank the monorail out of 5? Whatever. Don't even worry about anything else. Just how much do you like it?
I'd say 4.
4?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give it a 5 because I really do love the monorail.
There you go.
As a transportation method, I love the monorail. The particular specific monorails we have right now, I don't love that much.
Yeah.
But they will always have a special place in my heart, so it can have the 5.
There you go. So let's see here, the math.
Is that 22?
14. I thought it was 23.
23?
9 plus 4.
I
you're right.
I was gonna say it's
22.
22. I'm pretty sure it's 22. Okay. All right, it's 22. So quite a big step above water taxi.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna talk about the friendship boats. These are the boats that connect Epcot to Hollywood Studios.
I've had really good memories with the friendship boats.
I honestly do too. I don't know what it is.
I know, right?
But I'm totally 100% right there with you. I don't know what it is, but when I
just
think about the friendship boats, I get giddy.
Yeah,
I get excited.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't tell you one reason.
Okay, why?
There's several reasons. I feel like the skippers on the friendship boats are always just so funny.
Yeah,
and
they are.
So interactive, right?
Yeah.
And the one memory that sticks out in my head is we were getting on, I'm trying to remember which direction we were going. I think we were going from Hollywood Studios to Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who was like talking over the speaker is like, we are just he's from Brooklyn or something like that. He's like had a very heavy accent, right?
Yeah.
He's like right now we're leaving the Hollywood Studios and we're making our way over to Epcot. And he's like, and by the way, I say Epcot because I can't say Epcot. And that sticks in my head. It's just so hilarious that he says Epcot because I can't say Epcot.
That's so funny.
So that is one memory. And I don't know. I feel like the friendship boats are just the most comfortable water vessels they have.
I agree.
They're colorful.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, the water taxis are colorful too, but
Yeah.
not as colorful, I don't think.
Yeah, fun factor, I give it a 5.
I give it a 5 too, just because of memories.
Yeah, it's like good memories, man.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Okay, ease of use. What do you think?
I'd say they're pretty easy. I don't know if it's any different from like the signage between the water taxi and Friendship, because water taxi is only what it takes you said to from one place to another. No,
It's
Monorail
a mess.
does.
Yes. No, so the water taxis,
Friendship.
the water taxis can get you from Magic Kingdom to the Polynesian or the Grand Floridian or the Wilderness Lodge,
What about
or
Friendship?
the Friendship boat connects Hollywood Studios to Epcot.
Oh, right.
And it stops at 3 hotels along the way.
Oh, okay.
So as
Then
long as you're trying to get to
that's good.
Epcot or one of those 3 hotels,
I think
you just get on the boat.
Yeah, I think
Now,
that's
to be fair,
3 or 4.
we did take some points away from the water taxi for it being a free-floating vessel and not the easiest thing in the world to board,
It is also the same thing with Friendship boat.
which is the only reason that it's getting a 4 instead of a 5,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Okay.
Granted, I do feel like, in my experience, again, it is way easier to just walk onto a Friendship boat than I remember it being to get onto one of the water taxis. Like, I feel like the water taxi is a little bit more, like, bouncy, a little bit easier to lose your balance getting on, but we'll give it a 4.
Okay, yeah, 4.
Just out of fairness.
Yeah. Wait time.
I feel like the wait's not terrible.
Yeah.
Speaking from when I was just there, we did take a Friendship boat we took one of the internal Epcot Friendship boats. So that takes you from Canada-ish to Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a 15-minute wait or maybe I think it was 15 minutes because they were only running one boat. So they would leave the dock, go pick people up or drop people off, then pick people up and then come back. And so that took a while. When you're
it's kind of long for especially in.
But that's the internal one specifically.
Internal, yeah, exactly. That's
the
why.
External one that actually is the real one that I'm talking about here because it's the transportation method that leads you from Epcot to Hollywood Studios by way of the Yacht and Beach Club, the Boardwalk, and the Swan and Dolphin. I feel like that one. Again, I haven't actually had to use that in a while, so it's not super fresh in my head. But I'm pretty sure it's like every 10 minutes there would be another boat. Okay. Because they were running at least 3 or 4 typically.
Should we give it a 4 or a 3?
I'll give it a 3 just because it can be kind of slow.
Okay.
And also just like I talked about before, like the actual time it takes you to get to the place you're trying to go. If you're trying to get to Hollywood Studios, it takes a minute on the Friendship boats because you have to stop at 3 hotels along the way.
Yeah.
It is faster to ride the Skyliner typically, and it is fastest to just simply walk.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Granted, walking is not the most comfortable and it kind of sucks, but it is an option and it is fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, or the rank, right?
Yep.
My rank. I think I'm going to give it a 5.
A 5?
Yeah,
for nostalgia purposes, I think I would give it a 5 as well, but I'm going to give it a 4.
Nice.
Just because I have things that I like a little bit more than that, but it is a good one.
Like, yeah, whenever we can get on a Friendship boat, I want to get on a Friendship boat, so.
Yeah, fair.
That's why I go to 5.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, you'll see. We'll see what I give the Skyliner, because Skyliner is pretty close to Friendship.
Yeah, that's fair.
But can I also just give it a 5 if I want? For Skyliner?
Huh?
I don't have, I can give a Skyliner a 5, right?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're not limited to using each number one time.
Okay.
No, that would be lame.
Okay. All right.
That's 21. That actually fell below the Monorail, which is kind of surprising.
That's funny.
I probably gave the Monorail too many points somewhere.
The wait time.
The wait time, I think, got the Friendship boat there a little bit, but that's okay. Next up, we have
Skyliner.
The Skyliner.
I think this one's your favorite.
Fun factor.
I think this was your favorite,
Yes,
to be honest.
it is.
Yeah.
It is, and I think it is a 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
It
me
is so
too.
fun. I
Me
really
too.
love getting on it.
Yeah, it is really fun. It's very entertaining, and you're like
Yeah.
you're up in the sky. You're like flying.
That's what I'm saying. It's
And
fun, and that breeze can't be beat. Honestly,
that breeze feels so nice.
it feels really good, especially when you're in the heat of the day, which is weird because you'd think it doesn't have AC, right?
Yeah.
The only air that you're getting is what's being pulled through the windows as
Yeah.
you're flying along the way. So it's really nice in there.
Especially at night, like
yeah.
the time
Oh
that
my
we went.
gosh, at night it was so nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Ease of use. I feel like I
unless you're,
can't
like,
give it a 5
because of
because it
ableism.
moves. Actually, I'll take it back. It can have a 5 because yes, it does move and it can be hard
But
to
it can
board.
be stopped. Can it?
Sort of. Since the ADA, the American with Disabilities Act line is separate, and they have 3 carriages that are stationary for boarding.
Oh, nice.
If you need
Yeah.
a wheelchair or extra assistance, that takes away, like, you can't if you need extra assistance getting on a boat, you can't just dry dock it real quick so it's easier to get on, right? You have to get on with your wheelchair and deal with the fact that it's floating up and down. With this, you can get on it if you need a little bit of extra help.
Okay.
So
Out of all the
I
other
think
ones,
it can have a
right?
5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5. Like,
There's one other one that's going to get a 5, but
I guess the bus.
which is the next one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait time. This is the one that can be kind of tricky.
I mean, when we went, you didn't like the wait. The first couple days.
Yeah, but I
But it
think
was
it's
also,
I
like,
think what it is you walk up to the Skyliner, especially when you get to the Caribbean beach from like Pop Century and you're transferring from one monorail to another, or one Skyliner to another. Okay, actually, even back before that, when we were waiting in that long line to get on the Skyliner from Pop Century, like it was
I
a
guess-
long line, right?
but
But
it
it never
does-
stopped
yeah,
moving.
that's
Like
true.
we were moving the
That's true.
entire time. It was just
That's
it's a
true.
little slow walk, but
Yeah.
it didn't stop.
That's true.
So
That's true.
although it was, I think that was like a 20-minute wait that we waited to get there. It went by fast because we were constantly moving.
That's true.
And then when we got to the Caribbean beach, we went and got our Joffreys because it's
Must.
obligatory.
Yes.
And then we got in another line there, and those lines even faster.
That's true.
So I'm not going to give it a 5 because
yeah, I don't think it
it's-
deserves
it's-
a 5.
there is still that 20-minute wait. But at least you're moving the whole time. You can
So
feel
4?
progress. The thing that I hate the most, 4. The thing that I hate the most is when you are stopped and you're standing still.
Yeah.
I don't like standing still for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But if I'm moving, like you can see progress being made, it's not so bad.
That's true.
Like
agree
I
with
would
that.
wait for an
And-
Xbox game to download on my onto my Xbox for an hour straight. I would stare at it and watch it for an hour straight as long as I could
The
visibly
thing was-
tell that it was moving.
Really,
I could
dang.
see that there's progress being made.
So
When
funny.
I'm watching it and it stops, I'm like, what are you doing? That's what gives me anxiety. So,
Yeah.
okay, what rank would you give this personally?
I would give it a 5.
A 5. And as would I,
Yeah.
which means that this one
one is so-
got a 24, 1 point
There you
shy of a
go.
perfect score.
Wow.
We don't like the Skyliner at all.
Yeah, we don't.
All right, time to discuss
Buses.
the buses.
This is like your dream job if you could be it.
I
Well,
don't know if I would say that.
not
I
your
think my
dream
dream
job,
job at Disney would be a monorail pilot.
Oh wow. Okay.
That would be what I really want to do. But this is the job that I would do
Yeah.
if me and you moved to Florida tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is what I would do: is I would go drive a bus for Disney.
Hmm.
That being said, the fun factor of the bus is it's a bus,
Yeah, it's not really that fun.
but it's more than just a city bus.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets a little bit,
I still think of.
but it's
3 or
still a
2.
bus. Yeah, I'm thinking 3.
Yeah, 3.
It is still a bus.
I agree.
And it's just a bus.
It's just a bus.
Now, sometimes you get on a bus that the outside is like Goofy or Donald or Mickey Mouse or something, or Moana or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But it's like fun to look at from the outside.
Yeah.
If you're on the inside, like,
yeah,
now it doesn't matter
also
anymore.
gets crowded sometimes, and so that's not really that fun too. Like,
Yeah.
if there's a lot of people like standing, or like you're sitting and you just kind of feel claustrophobic a
Yeah.
little bit. So that I feel like that kind of intervenes the fun factor for me.
Yeah, that's totally valid. I agree with you there.
Uh-huh.
All right. And how about ease of use?
I think
I feel like this could probably get a 5, maybe a 4, just because
4.
there's like, okay, so at like Animal Kingdom, where the only way to get there is by bus, and the only way to get back to a resort is by bus. There's a lot of bus stops, and there's a long way to go to get to. Sometimes you get lucky.
At convenience.
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky, and your bus stop is like bus stop number 1. Except I think at Animal Kingdom they're backwards, so the closest ones to the park have the higher numbers, and the ones further back have the lower numbers. I could be wrong. One of the parks is like that, where like the closer you are to the bus stop, the higher the number. Like at Magic Kingdom, for example, bus stop number 1, that's pretty close, right? I think it's Animal Kingdom. Bus stop number 1 means you are as far away as you could get from the front of the park.
Wow.
But there's a lot of ways to get confused there and end up at the wrong place. The buses do tell you on the front of them where they're going.
That's true.
So wouldn't be super easy to get on the wrong one.
Yeah.
As long as you know where you're supposed to be going, you would know not to get on the wrong one.
Right.
And then we do have the ease of access. It's easy to get on the buses,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
I
I think 3 or 4.
don't know. I would say we can give it. I'll give it the 4.
Okay.
It can have a 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
3 is too low.
Yeah. Then wait time. This can be where the buses struggle big time.
I agree. Yeah, it takes a while for buses. I think out of all the transportations, buses, like I've had an experience where I wait for the bus probably the longest out of all these transportations.
Yeah, most frequently we would find ourselves waiting a long time for a bus.
Which
now, part of that I think
shocks me because I feel like there's a lot of buses, but like I guess
I was
not.
actually going to say I think that's why it can be so long, because there are so many buses.
But then why won't there just be a bus at every stop at all times if there's enough?
Well, I guess it's not so much that there are so many buses, but that there are so many bus routes. Right? And so like let's say Disney has 600 buses, right? But they have 150 routes. We'll say 200 buses. We'll say 200 routes for the sake of simple math. That's not even right. That's a lot. That's big. That's big numbers there.
That's true.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know how to simplify that.
I guess
Like we'll say they have 200 buses, but they have 50 routes, 100 routes. Each route can only have 2 buses, right? So like there's so many different places to go, and only bus can get you to some of them.
Yeah, I guess
So,
that's true. I guess that makes sense.
I don't know. I feel like it does take a long time. I don't know if I just
think I'm gonna give
rationalized
it a
my
1.
brain there very well. I don't know about 1.
2.
We'll give it a 2.
Okay.
1's a little low. 1 would be
Yeah.
like,
You just wait for forever.
there's no point in even riding it because you're
That's
just going to be
true.
waiting for it.
That's true.
But yeah, when we were waiting for the bus to pick us up from Disney Springs to go back to Pop Century, like that was
That
that was
last night-
terrible.
that last
Yeah,
night
that
I
was so
was-
bad.
I was dreading that because my feet hurt. Like my whole body was hurting. I had to pee really bad, and there was no other.
No, there's no bathroom at the bus stops. Like there's no bathrooms
Yeah.
once you get outside of Disney
And
Springs.
I
So.
did not want to get online to then walk like forever to go and then come back and wait even longer. So I was in a dilemma. I was in a pickle.
Yeah,
I was like literally like breathing like if I was in labor.
that was rough. That was rough.
Not
you
a good
survived it.
experience. Yeah.
What is your personal score for this transportation method?
Well, I don't want to be mean and give it a 2, so I'll just give it a 3.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm going to give it a 4 because I do like the buses. But I'm also just, I like Disney. It's going to be hard for me to give anything less than a 3. Even though I did give the wait time a 2, but that's because we did have I've had some bad experiences waiting for buses. Yeah. Not bad experiences, but just like golly, where's the freaking bus? And one of those actually happened at Fort Wilderness because they have an internal bus system that is separate from the bus that takes you to the other parks. And I remember one time we were waiting for so long that we're like, what the heck? And we decided just to walk. Yeah, I remember that. And then we walked, and we never saw a bus. That's true. So it happens, but yeah. All right, so that one is 5. 12. 16? Yeah, 16. All right. Final rankings. Okay, here we go.
All right, here they are.
The water taxi
takes 5th place.
Yeah, dead last with a score of 15. Next, we have the buses with a score of 16, taking on 4th place. And then we have a massive jump from 16 points to 21 points, where our friendship boats take position number 3. And then coming in with 22 points is the Monorail in 2nd place, rounding out the crown jewel of Disney World transportation methods, the Walt Disney World Skyliner. Yes. With it 24 out of a possible 25 points. Awesome. Do you agree with this list? Let me know. You do, obviously. We just we made it happen just now. Yeah. Do you out there listening and watching, do you agree with our list? If you do, share why you agree. Or how much you agree. And if you don't agree, feel free to tell us why. Give us some examples of if you think the fun factor was wrong on any of these, if the ease of use was wrong, if we have the wait times wrong. Unfortunately, you can't change our personal rankings because that just is what it is. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know if that does anything for anyone, honestly.
It's just entertaining.
Go on the Skyliner as many times as you can. Monorail is your second option if Skyliner's not. And if the Monorail's not an option, then take the friendship boat. And if the friendship boat's not an option, the buses are going to be your best bet.
There you go.
Unfortunately, sometimes the buses is straight up not an option. Like if you're staying at the cabins or the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, or if you're staying at the Wilderness Lodge, the bus to Magic Kingdom is straight up not an option unless it's inclement weather. True. Right on. Well, that brings us down to what's going on in Mickey's neck of the woods, which I'm going to be coming up with a stinger for here. Oh, whoops, that was embarrassing. I'm going to be coming up with a stinger for, so that I'll be like, what's going on in Mickey's neck of the woods? Nice, you know that. But anyway. What is going on in Mickey's neck of the woods?
Permits are filed for Cars themed land in Magic Kingdom.
Yes, and that will be going on top of where Tom Sawyer Island currently resides. There is yet no closing date for Tom Sawyer Island, but they have filed the permits to start clearing that land, draining the rivers of America.
That's why we
filling
decided
it
to
in.
Go to it last time, right?
Because we didn't know if you would ever be able to go again. It's supposed to close this year, and you and I as a couple are not planning on going to Walt Disney World again this year. I am. I will probably get to see it a couple more times. I don't know that I'll go to it anymore, but I could if I wanted to, I suppose, at least a couple more times. But they have filed the permits to start filling in that area and get it prepped to build the Cars themed land on top of it, which is not going to be another Radiator Springs like we have in California. Okay. It's going to be a completely separate thing. Okay. Yeah. And what else?
There are new after hours events at Epcot. So tickets range. Oh, wow. So it's expensive. Tickets range from $155 to $175, with a $30 discount being extended to Disney Vacation Club members and annual pass holders. You can select nights from now through September 25th. Why'd you clap? You're happy that
you just read DVC and you translated it, and that made me really proud. I'm so happy. Yay. Good job. Yeah, so there's a new after hours event. So basically from park close which is 10 or 11 p.m. depending on the night, until 1 a.m. If you are a ticketed guest, you can enjoy an extra evening hours at Epcot.
Are all the rides just open and it's just...
most of them. I think there's a list, and I think a couple things aren't open, but pretty much everything is open.
Everything.
Well, like, I don't know.
Restaurants.
I don't know about the restaurants, I guess.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There is like going to be like, I guess the quick service stuff is probably still open, but I don't know that like Beer Garden is going to be open till 1 a.m. Right? But though that is select nights from now through September 25th.
So it's only a limited time.
Yes. Yes, basically a summertime thing, springtime through summertime thing.
Cool.
This is, and basically the biggest benefit is you drop that $155 to $175, and you get to enjoy the park with like no crowds, no wait times for that Guardians ride. You can get on Guardians a few times if you want, you know. Soarin', you can ride Soarin' a few times probably in that time span without any queue or anything.
That's true.
It's honestly a thing that I would like to try to do. Because I am an annual pass holder, so I would get that $30 discount. So it makes it a little bit easier, but we'll see if we can make it happen or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was literally the only two pieces of news related to Walt Disney World or Disneyland that I saw at all this week.
Hey, at least it's better than none.
Yeah, it is better than none. But it's like one of those things, like I've seen a couple things about Disney Cruise Line or like Tokyo Disney or Paris or whatever. And it's like, I don't know enough about those parks to really get into it, you know? Like my field of operation is pretty solidly here in the domestic parks, specifically in Florida. But hopefully soon expanding more to Disneyland, where I can be a little bit better about California as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I've got a thing to do because Adriana has a game for me.
Mini game.
And last week during the game, I never had it patched through the live stream. So
we were just going like this.
Yeah, I'm just dancing. and at one point you're like, I'm like, this music is absolutely nothing like the last music. And there was no music at all. So I was like, people listening were like, what are you talking about?
Because they're probably like, it's probably a joke or something.
No, I think most people realize that I had made a mistake, unfortunately, but it happens to the best of us. I am the production manager, the director, camera switcher, and the host. So
we're gonna have to hire people.
It's a bit gnarly. All right. Now I gotta make sure that I'm not blowing people's eardrums out.
I'm scared. Okay, we're good.
There we go.
Is it working?
Yes.
Okay, cool. The price is right for you.
No, the cost is correct.
The cost is correct.
The price is right. Is trademark, so we can't use that. That's fine. The cost is correct.
The cost is correct. All right, here we go. Here's your first one. A Mickey Mouse ear hat. $14, $15, $25, or $30.
Ooh. Is it just like the standard black hat with the ears? Mm-hmm. I want to say that those are $15.
Oh, wrong. It was actually $25 is correct. I know.
Whoa.
I know, right?
those got expensive.
Inflation. I know. Disney
That's crazy.
Lounge Fly, specifically the Winnie Pooh Lounge Fly mini backpack. That's new.
Okay.
A, $100, B, $75, C, $45, or D, $90.
Lounge flies go between 80. Well, I guess they go between 90 and 120, depending on what it is. So I'm gonna go with $90.
Oh, so close.
For that. Is it $100?
It's $100.
What on earth? Why is the Winnie the Pooh one more expensive?
Because it's new.
They're usually not.
It's trending.
I don't feel like they're usually up there.
Yeah,
but
it's mini.
Whatever.
I don't know.
They're all mini backpacks. That's what the Lounge Fly is.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well. All right. No, I get to jitter with it. No, okay. Day ticket to Disney World, the base ticket.
Okay.
$112, 109, 107, 113.
I feel like these are all so close that it's like, what the heck?
I know, that's what makes it hard. You did this to me too.
112. No, because mine were spaced out thousands of dollars from each other, or or at least hundreds of dollars from each other. These are like, this is a $2 difference. I think $112.
So close again.
113.
109.
109. Wow, that's weird. I thought it was more.
That's so funny. All right, next one. Disney Funko Pop Mickey Mouse 90th anniversary.
Is it just one Funko Pop, or is it like the grouping of? Okay.
$13. Oh, I didn't do 4 choices with this one. Whoops. I guess I can make one up right now. $12.
That's fine. You don't need to.
$10, $15, or $13.
What?
$12, $10, $15, or $13.
$15 for that Mickey Mouse Funko Pop.
$13.
No, it's not. The Funko Pops aren't even that cheap at Target here.
Really?
There's no way.
Well,
they're $15 at Target here. That's crazy.
Oh, like maybe the website I was looking at was not right.
No, it probably was. Whatever.
All right, last one. Dole Whip Margarita Float. $18, $20, $17, or $16.
Does it come with a souvenir cup?
Ooh, I don't know.
Okay, give me the...
$18, $20, $17, or $16.
$18.
Is correct.
Hey, I got one. I got one.
Good job. I think I only got one last time, too.
Oh, dang. That's crazy.
Oh, it's hard. Good job.
I think we need to do a different... Well, we'll talk about it later. But I think I have a different idea for how to do this next time.
Okay.
Well, thank you. That was quite fun.
It was fun.
I'm sorry. I got most of that wrong. I feel like Dave I thought when we did March last year... Honestly. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today on Noah Parker's World of Wonder. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would mean a lot to us if you leave a like or a rating if you're listening, watching. If you are listening and you want the video version of it, Noah Parker on YouTube there. If you're watching this on YouTube, we are on audio only, Spotify, not Cashbox. I closed that one.
Okay.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, and iHeart Podcasts. And you can find us by searching for Noah Parker's World of Wonder on there. We go live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And then the episode is released sometime on Tuesday because I aim for 6 a.m. But then sometimes I do what I did tonight.
That's okay.
And I don't record it, so I have to wait for YouTube to process it so I can download it and upload it as an MP3 elsewhere. If you enjoy our content, you can find more of our content every single day over on TikTok and Instagram by searching for Noah Parker's World of Wonder on either one of those. That is my beautiful wife right there. Boop, that's her. She is our social media manager, and she makes sure that we get content put out there every single day. I do have a vlog for my February trip that I need to edit still. I expect to edit that in the next week and have it uploaded by next Monday, probably.
Cool.
Hopefully.
Awesome.
Maybe not Monday, because we do live stream on Monday night, so maybe I'll have it come out on like Wednesday or something.
Tuesday or Thursday.
Tuesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
A day when I don't usually have content come out.
Okay.
But yeah, hopefully you guys look forward to that. And I hope you love us as much as we love making this podcast for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate every one of you and get excited whenever there's another one that joins our fam. So
yeah.
Leave a comment to give us some ideas on what to talk about next time.
Yep.
And that's it from me.
Okay.
Let the wonder take hold.